my kitchen. This is my kitchen, and you're here with me, Dr. Corinne Weaver, and Adora Zachary. And today we're going to be going over some cutting skills, some basic things that you need in the kitchen to be a success for dinner, right? So we'll go ahead and start. And Adora, you want to show us here? We're going to prep tonight. We're making chicken pot pie. And how do you do that? Dairy and gluten-free. So here we are. We're going to show you the basics and enjoy. So we're going to prep the celery and carrots here. It's just going to show you how to cut on the cutting board.
I'm left-handed and I cut right-handed. So if you're left-handed out there, tough luck. I'm not going to show you how to cut left-handed. Ideally, you just wash your hands. I'll wash my hand again because I just ran my hands through my hair. All right. So when you're using a knife, ideally it is sharp enough that you just let go of the handle and it slices through. Not always our knives are that sharp, and it's less difficult to get cut that way. Also, if you want more knife maneuvering ability, hang on to the blade just a little bit as well as the handle here, and then you have more control over whether the knife slips or not. Also, when you're holding your vegetables or your fruit, you want to kind of curve your hands a little bit so that your knuckles are what will get cut instead of your nails or your fingertips, because it's less bleedability and less dangerous to your hands if you cut them this way. So we're going to go like this, and since we want larger pieces, right, we're just going to cut about 3 times into the celery. 1, 2, 3, like that. And I've got more control with that. And then we slice them down the middle like that, and slice them into pieces. Depending on what your family likes, depends on how much you cut them. Oops. There we go. Sometimes I like to hold the top of the blade here too to keep a better strength in your knife, keep it from wobbling. All right, so we got all the celery done. Now we're going to work on the carrots. And the way Dr. Weaver likes to do her carrots is 3 slices. So you go 1 and kind of measure again with your other carrot slice, 2, 3. And then we like to chop down the middle of each carrot, slowly and gently like that. And set them side by side. Remember, you cup your hands like this. Hang on to the knife blade and just snip away, and off you go. If you're a little bit concerned about this, there are other cutting tools that make it a little bit easier. You can get a food processor. You can get a mandolin. Where do you want me to put this? Put it in the middle of my box. And that way you don't have to worry so much about different sizes of your carrots. They will always be the same size if you use a cutting tool. But most people have knives around their house, so we're just going to do it this way.
When you cut them that way, they end up being about the same size when you cut them into thirds like that.
Oops, I dropped one. Oh well.
And literally, I just learned how to cut this last year, so. And I've been cooking for a long time, and just now learned how to cook cut properly, so there you go.
Now Dr. Weaver has these nifty little bags. You've got garlic already peeled and everything. But
I get those at Trader Joe's.
Okay, Trader Joe's. Our recipe calls for 4 of these. If you have a garlic bulb already, you've got a head or a bulb, that's the big thing of garlic. These little pieces that come off are cloves. So if a recipe calls for cloves, this is what you want, not a whole big head. So if you had this with the skin on, you would put the top side, the rounded side up, take your knife, set it on it, and squash it. That will break up your garlic, and it will also break up the skin that's on the outside of the garlic, making it easier to peel. So we'll do that with these.
And it looks fun to squish too.
Yeah, fun to squish. If you've got kids who are old enough, they can squish the garlic and peel it for you. And then you just roughly chop it